Everyone has a mask, the face they show the world. Nicole wore hers perfectly. The progressive mom, the ally, the open heart, until her daughter brought home Jason, and the mask slipped. This is not a story about love. This is an autopsy of a lie a family told themselves for decades. The verdict on Nicole is next. Linda, I am not being racist. I just need you to understand the reality. For you, for our family, a dinner table, closed door, a shattered illusion. Nicole built her identity on tolerance, but when tolerance was tested, it collapsed. Was she protecting her daughter? Or had she been lying to everyone, including herself, for 30 years? Welcome back to the Verdict Zone, where we pause, reflect, and remind ourselves what's right, what's wrong, and why it matters. Meet Nicole, retired high school history teacher. Voted most approachable faculty 3 years running. Her lectures on civil rights were legendary. Her home was a museum of good intentions. A rainbow flag, a dream catcher, books by Baldwin and Angelou on the shelf. She didn't just preach inclusivity, she curated it. Her daughter Linda never had a doubt. Her mother's values were the wallpaper of her life. So when she fell for Jason's smart, driven, gentle Jason, she saw only a happy addition to the family portrait. She was bringing home the man she loved to the woman who taught her love had no color. But look closer. See the oversight, the unexamined foundation. Nicole's progressivism was a performance for an audience of her own choosing. It was abstract, theoretical, a badge. It was never stress-tested by the prospect of her own blood, her own legacy, blending with the other she so nobly defended. The leak starts as a drip. A microaggression disguised as curiosity. A backhanded compliment wrapped in a stereotype. Jason feels it. Linda sees it. The family script is falling apart. Some of those questions were a bit intense. Are you okay? I'm fine, sweetheart. I want to be sure. This is a big step. It's a difficult world for a mixed-race couple, the children, the looks you'll get. I'm thinking of your future. We're not a social experiment, Mom. We're in love. Love isn't enough, Linda. This isn't one of my history lessons. This is real life. And in real life, I never thought you'd actually bring one home. The receipt, the mask off, the abstract then became the concrete hymn. And in that one sentence, 30 years of curated tolerance collapsed into dust. This was the point of no return. The moral compass shattered. Not in a shout, but in a whisper over the kitchen sink. Let's begin the autopsy. Cause of death. Cognitive dissonance. Nicole could champion a faceless, idealized black community because it cost her nothing. It earned her social capital. But Jason was a threat. A threat to her imagined genetic legacy. A threat to her social standing in her real circle. The one she never posted about online. Juan, don't call me that. I'm not a racist. I'm a realist. I just don't want life to be harder for her than it has to be. Is that so wrong? It's about protection, not prejudice. Hear the justification. The pillar that collapsed wasn't kindness. It was integrity. The integrity to align your private values with your public performance. Nicole didn't see a person in Jason. She saw a problem, complication for her daughters and her own. Comfortable narrative. You don't get to claim his struggle as your worry. You don't get to use his reality as an excuse for your prejudice. You taught me to see people. You just never learned how yourself. The consequence. The daughter becomes the teacher. The moral authority transferred in a single, devastating verdict. Nicole's betrayal wasn't just of Jason. It was a betrayal of the person she pretended to be, and the daughter who believed in that pretense. The verdict on Nicole is not about a single ugly sentence. It is about a lifetime of unexamined hypocrisy. She built a persona on a foundation of sand. When the tide of reality came in the form of a good man who loved her daughter, it washed away everything, revealing the rot beneath. Her racism wasn't a hood and a torch. It was quieter, more cowardly. It was the choice to value aesthetics over authenticity. To value the idea of equality over the practice of it when it personally costs you. She chose the comfort of her bubble over the integrity of her proclaimed values. We've laid out the receipts. The evidence is clear. The progressive mask, shattered. The kitchen sink confession, recorded. Now, the floor is yours. Was Nicole's true self a momentary mistake? A slip under pressure? Or was it the inevitable, ugly choice of someone whose morality was always a performance? A choice that exposes the lie at the heart of so-called casual prejudice. In this case, is this a mistake, or is this a choice? Tell us your verdict in the comments. We're reading every single one.